inspiring. In this video we will tell you about a character you've all been waiting for. It's some of the greatest fathers in Shinobi. But before entering the video, don't forget to click like, subscribe, share and hit the notification bell so that Shinobi Return will be back with more interesting videos. This is time to Shinobi Return right now. In the world of Shinobi, strength is needed to maintain peace. But the power of great Shinobi didn't just appear. Apart from being experienced in a battle, personality and affection from those around you are also very much needed. As we know, many Shinobi like Naruto, Shikamaru, Kakashi, Itachi grew into great Shinobi due to the influence of their very large father figure. Without the presence of a father figure, it is not impossible that they will not be the good and strong Shinobi they are today. Anyone can be a father, but being a good father is not easy and fast. Fathers play such a big role in a child's life that this role can have a huge impact on the child and help shape him to become the person he is in the future. These are the great fathers in the Shinobi world who have a big influence on the development of their children. 7. Orochimaru's father. Orochimaru's father was a great genius scientist during the heyday of the first Hokage Hashirama. He is also a person who is not from the ninja class. That's why Orochimaru's father can't use any moves and knows more about technological things. This is what also made Orochimaru trained hard at the academy so as not to be like his father. Classified as one of the geniuses and talents that Konoha has. His genius is often used by some evil shinobi who force him to carry out dangerous experiments. Until finally Orochimaru's father and mother had to end their life in the hands of an evil shinobi in order to save Konoha and leave Orochimaru alone. Although there weren't many moments he could knit with Orochimaru. But Orochimaru's father left a good impression as a parent to Orochimaru. Then because of Orochimaru's father's self-sacrifice, finally his corpse and his wife were buried in Konoha's grave. But even so, it turns out that Orochimaru's revenge for the death of his father is greater than his pride, transforming Orochimaru into a person who thirsts for power. Because according to Orochimaru, the death of his father, one of the causes is because he does not have a single move to defend himself from evil shinobi. That is why Orochimaru is very ambitious to master all moves, including even forbidden moves, because he does not want his life to end like his father. 6. Gamabunta. Gamabunta is the figure of the frog leader from Mount Miyoboku, who is usually called Gama Oyabun, which means the boss of the frogs. He got the call because he is a boss frog who looks like a yakuza who protects the other frogs from evil humans. Because of that nickname, Gamabunta taught his two children Gamakichi and Gamatatsu some of the mainstay moves from the basic elements of water release so that later, the children could continue their throne as boss of frogs and protect other frogs. Gamabunta is a frog who is angry and apathetic. He really doesn't care about the people around him. But if someone hurts his child, Gamabunta will fight tooth and nail to get even. Even though he was quite strict with his children, Gamabunta really loved these two children. He trained his two children to become a fighter like him. It was seen when Gamakichi was summoned by Jiraiya and fought with Orochimaru. Thanks to the training given by Gambunta, finally the two children managed to master several jutsu. Gambunta is also known as a considerate father but shy to show it. Seen when he heard that Gamakichi was almost killed by Shukaku, there he became angry and finally wanted to help Naruto to fight Shukaku. As a father, Gamabunta was willing to do anything and even gave up his life for his children. 5. Minato's father. Minato's father is a founder of a small country in Konoha that not many people know about. That is why the existence of this country is not recognized by anyone, including the Uchiha clan, which is its rival. At that time the Uchiha clan felt threatened because Minato's father was a namikaze man who had the characteristic yellow hair and blue eyes, who was famous for his genius brain ability. This genius finally made Minato's father have several mainstay moves that only people with the title namikaze have. Until finally the greatness of Minato's father slowly became known to people and began to be recognized. While Minato's father was just about to enter its heyday, destiny had another will. Minato's father apparently can't feel it and can't even accompany and see Minato's growth, his only child, into adulthood. This is because in the Second Shinobi War he and all the people with the title Namikaze were slaughtered by the enemy because of his genius and prowess, which the enemy considered a threat. The massacre finally left Minato alone after Minato's father managed to save him from the enemy. Minato's father considers his son Minato to be the most appropriate person to maintain the mainstay moves in their family. Minato's father believes that when he grows up Minato will be a great man. It can be seen in the Naruto anime. Minato grows up to be a great ninja of Konoha who has a natural talent that is very rarely possessed by other people. Several times Minato displayed his teleportation abilities, especially when he saved Naruto from Tobi with his telepathic abilities. That ability ultimately made Minato known as Yellow Flash. 4. Minato Namikaze. Minato Namikaze is the father of Naruto Uzumaki, who also serves as the fourth Hokage. Minato also has the nickname as Yellow Flash from Konoha because of his great speed that cannot be seen by ordinary humans. Even a Raikage classmate who once fought him recognized Minato's extraordinary strength and speed. Sadly, not long after Minato officially became a father, the nine-tailed fox monster attack occurred. In this situation he was faced with a tough choice where he could not help but give up his life in order to save Naruto and the village at the same time. Minato used the forbidden Shiki fusion stance to seal the Kyuubi into Naruto at the cost of his life. But in the midst of his efforts, the Kyuubi tried to attack Naruto with his claws to stop the sealing. In this situation Minato and his wife, Kushina, reflexively used her body to protect Naruto from the attack. Realizing that his time in the world is not long before, Minato delivers messages to Naruto to become a good shinobi even though he knows that Naruto, who is still a baby, will not understand what he is saying. 3. Fugaku Uchiha. Fugaku Uchiha is the father of Itachi and Sasuke, who has an important role in the development of the village of Konoha. Fugaku is known as a great shinobi who has a high position where he is the head of the Uchiha clan and also the leader of the Konoha military police force. Not only that, even in the Third Shinobi World War, Fugaku was feared by shinobi from outside the village because of the greatness of his Sharingan eye, which earned him the nickname as Fugaku's Wicked Eye. Apart from his prowess, Fugaku also really loves his family. Although Fugaku is often seen as ignorant and arrogant, as a father, he always cares deeply for his children. Even because of his great love for his children, Fugaku was willing to die by his son without taking a fight. This was shown when Itachi wanted to stop the coup that would be carried out by the Uchiha against the village by slaughtering all members of the clan. Fugaku, who loved his son very much, preferred to die rather than have to fight against his own son. Even though their thoughts were different, Fugaku said that he was very proud of Itachi. Even in the rest of his last breath, he still had time to think about the future of his son by telling Itachi to take care of himself and his younger brother, Sasuke. 2. Sakumo Hatake. Sakumo Hatake, or commonly known as the White Fang of the Leaf, is the father of Kakashi Hatake. As a shinobi he is highly valued by the villagers and has a high reputation in the shinobi world due to his ability to use the Tanto, the white light chakra saber. Even a great Hokage like Minato Namikaze admits his great strength so that it can be juxtaposed with legendary Sannin. And as a father, Sakumo always paid attention to Kakashi's growing development so that he was greatly admired by his son as a role model. Sakumo is also very friendly to everyone and always respects others regardless of ability and physique. This is what makes Kakashi grow up to be a good child and does not judge people carelessly. However, Sakumo's life did not end beautifully where he could not watch the development of his child until he grew up. Sakumo is known to have died from suicide and left Kakashi alone. When Kakashi was still at the academy, Sakumo was assigned to lead a dangerous and very important mission for the village of Konoha. But Sakumo prefers to leave the mission in order to save the lives of his team members. Due to Sakumo's actions the mission failed, causing huge losses and many lives were lost in vain. Sakumo is labeled a failed shinobi because he has abandoned his mission and is ridiculed by all the villagers, including those he has saved. Sakumo did not want this to affect his son, so that in the end he decided to commit suicide. Sakumo believes that suicide is a way to save his child's honor and future. 1. Might Dai. Might Dai is the father of Might Guy, who is known by his nickname as an immortal Genin. This is because he is still a Genin, the lowest level in the shinobi world at his old age. By becoming a shinobi who can only use taijutsu, Dai lives his days as a ninja with humiliation. People say that Dai, who can't do genjutsu or ninjutsu, is more suitable to work as a comedian than as a ninja. But Dai, who received this insult, responded positively by taking the insult as motivation and smiling thanks that people still pay attention to him. But even so, his taijutsu ability was beyond doubt. His hard training for 20 years every night made Dai able to create the most powerful taijutsu stance in the history of the shinobi world, namely Hachiman Tanko no Jin. Even a legendary shinobi class like Madara was overwhelmed and acknowledged the power of this move. Dai teaches this move to Guy and emphasizes him to use this move only when he wants to protect someone who is very precious to him. This is because the side effects of these moves can kill the user. When Guy and his team members were attacked by the 7 ninja swordsmen of the mist, Dai came to try to help him. However, due to the large difference in strength, Dai sacrificed his life using the Hachiman Tanko so that his son could survive. In this case, Dai managed to kill 4 of the 7 enemies and then died due to the side effects he received from using these moves. Dai died satisfied where he could protect something precious to him, namely his son, Guy. That's all from Shinobi Return channel. What do you guys think about